everyone and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be doing an all matte makeup look with a little bit of highlighter. I saw some people talking about wanting to do like all matte looks on TikTok and YouTube, so I figured that I would go ahead and do that because this is the look that I've been wearing every single day for a couple months now. I've been making it a little bit darker as we go into the fall. But I thought this would be great for you guys to see. I use some new products-ish for me that I've gotten in some BoxyCharm boxes and things like that in the past couple of months. And I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you like this look, your thoughts, and what product you'd like for me to review next. And subscribe to my channel, follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and let's go ahead and get into the look. Alright, so to go ahead and get started, I'm going to go in with this Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. I just have this little trial size, but I actually really do love this primer. I'm just going to put a little bit on my fingers. And dab it all around, and I blend that in also with my fingers. Okay, and then I'm going to take this beauty sponge that is a little bit dirty. I used it yesterday. I do not know what brand this is or anything. My sister gave it to me, but I really do like it, and it's like actually really big. But any beauty sponge will work. And my current two favorite foundations that I've been using, the first one's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation Matte in soft beige. I really like this one. And also the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade 122 Creamy Beige. So today I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, and I'm just going to put a little bit, on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to dot it all around my face. Okay, and with the sponge, I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in. And on camera, it looks like it might not be that good of a shade match, but honestly in person, it's pretty good. I might be a little bit darker right now than I usually am, but that's just because I mowed over the weekend. And I always get a little bit of color when I do that. I really like how that blends out and how that looks like for all day use. Next, I'm going to go in with my concealers. I use two. So for under the eyes, I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser in the shade Brightener. That's what it looks like. And then just to cover up some of my acne spots, I'm going to use the CoverGirl Concealer in the shade Light. Might have put a little bit too much on. And I am using the mirror right behind my camera, so that's what I'm looking at. If you hear any random squeaks in the background, my dog is playing with the toy and she will not stop. And it's really cute, so I just can't take the toy away from her. Alright, and to set that, I'm going to be using the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder in Translucent. I just get this at Walmart, and it's my absolute favorite to just kind of set the under eyes. And I don't really use this for baking purposes, but I do use it to catch any eyeshadow that falls down. Okay, and next for eyes, I have a couple of eyeshadow palettes that I do want to mention, but I am going to only use two of them for today. So since we are doing that all matte makeup look, I really do like the Tartelette eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like. It is all matte. You can really see my colors that are my favorite. This is an all matte palette and it's really easy to use. I find that the colors aren't super pigmented, but I don't really mind that. I can get my brush in there and I don't have to like tap off the excess and all of that stuff. So I do like that. Also, I love the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Not all of my colors are in the right spot because I did drop this palette and half of the eyeshadows fell out. And when I went to go put them back together, I decided not to look at a photo for some reason. And so I just put them where I think they should go. So I'm pretty sure it's mainly just the bottom row that's wrong, but all of the mattes are in the correct spot. So this has a ton of shimmer colors too, which are actually beautiful. But it has a couple of these matte ones as well that I love for a look like this. This is one of my favorite palettes lately. And then the two that I'm going to go into today, the first one is the Illamasqua Unveiled Artistry palette. This one also has a lot of shimmers, but I haven't used any of the shimmers, to be honest. I've only used the mattes, but I love this palette. I got this in my BoxyCharm 2 months ago, I think. And then this Natasha Denona Ayana palette. It's just this little one right here. Once again, it has a couple of shimmers that I've never used. I mainly just like it for these two mattes. But I'm going to use those two eyeshadow palettes. And I'm first going to go in with this brush. I have no idea where this came from. It says Makeup For You. It's an eyeshadow brush, which I know that, but I don't know. My dad got me this brush set and I really like this brush. It's just like a flat all over brush that I like to use with a color like this, just to kind of set my eyelid and really brighten everything up. And I take that all the way up to the eyebrow. All right, and next I'm going to go in with this Scone blending brush. Just a nice fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in with this first shade of brown right here. I'm just gonna dip in there and put this in my crease. And I really focus this color on the crease and then bring it down to my lid and then blend it up, because I really want all of the color concentration for the overall look to be my crease down, not my crease blended up, if that makes any sense. I want my crease, or I want my lid to be a little darker. And I also mainly focus on the outer corners for this look. I do blend it in, but I don't concentrate any of the coloring on that inner corner. Okay. And next I'm going to go in with a little bit of a tighter blending brush. This one is by It Cosmetics. It has completely rubbed off the number of it, but this is what it looks like. It's just a little bit tighter than this brush, if you can tell. Just a tiny bit tighter, not that big of a difference. And I'm going to go one more in, so I'm going to go into this color right here. And I'm going to go in the same placement that I took that first brown color, but just a little bit tighter. I'm not going to go as wide, I'm not going to go all the way up, all the way down, just a little bit tighter. And that's kind of the goal with this whole look. Every color you go darker, you just continue to stay a little bit tighter. And this is also an eye look where you just have to trust the process. Once everything comes together with lashes and eyebrows and everything, it looks really good, but it can look a little sloppy throughout. But that's why I love this look, because it's easy to do, because it is a little sloppy. So I like that part of it. Next, I'm going to go in with this Sigma Firm Blender E44. So once again, just a little bit tighter. This one goes to a little tiny bit of a point at the top. It's less wide, and it's just a little tighter as well. So getting smaller in, and we're gonna go a little bit tighter on the lid as well. We're gonna go in with this Natasha Denona color. This is in the shade Crease, which is really easy to remember. This one right here. And I do like a little bit of cooler tones. I'll mix in some warm tones for this eye look, but when it comes down to the last color in my crease and my lash line, I really like those cool tones. So once again, we're gonna go in the crease, but this one we're gonna be even tighter. So mainly just in the crease in the outer corner, and then I'm gonna do a little bit on the lash line, but not a lot. I just kind of want to smoke that out a little bit. Nothing on the inner corner and nothing too high either. And this is a color where I will place it and then blend it out. So don't worry about that. So if you can tell, just a little bit in the crease, on the outer corner down to the lash line, and then I will blend that in on the lash line as well, just to get a little bit of color on there. And don't worry, we're still gonna blend that out, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some on the other eye. This look is really nice because, like I said, it doesn't really require that much precision. It's just start off with a light color, be kind of all over, and then as you get darker, it comes tighter and lower. And then depending on my mood, I'll make this outer corner, this last brown color, a little bit darker, or I'll make it a little bit lighter, kind of in between today. But if it's like a nighttime, I'll make it darker, or if it's for work or something, I'll make it lighter. And to really finish that blend, I'm going to go back in with that Sigma brush, the second one we used, just to kind of blend it, make sure all of the like edges are blended. Okay, I like that for now. And then I'm going to go in with this Morphe M165 brush. It is a liner brush. It goes at an angle. I love this. And I'm going to go in with this lash line color. That is literally what it's called in that Natasha Denona palette. And I'm going to take it on the brush and dab off a little bit. And what I'm going to do is, with the pointed side outwards, I'm going to start on my lash line, kind of flicking up. I don't want a wing, but I want like kind of like a blended wing, if that makes sense. Nothing structured, but just the like appearance of that with a little bit of darker color, you'll see. And I'll bring that in, and then I'm going to flip my brush where that pointed part is on the inner corner, and then I'm going to drag that in a little bit. I'm going to stop kind of where the color of my eye stops, so like right here. I don't want to drag that all the way in just for my eye shape. I don't like that look. So I'm going to stop right about here with that color. Okay, and because I didn't want a super structured wing, I really focus on the outer corner, and then I flip it, bring it in, and then lastly I kind of go out and do that flick motion to get a little bit of wing, but I want the least amount of shadow on my brush whenever I do that, so that way it doesn't give it a very structured look. I like it just to be a little bit smoky, blended, not structured. You could also wet your brush with this if you wanted to have like more of an impact, more of a line. I want more of a smoky, kind of like blended all together look, so I don't want that structured line look that you would get with wetting the brush, but you definitely have that as an option as well. So same thing on the other eye. And once again, since this isn't very structured, it's kind of not sloppy, but just like all, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but you don't have to be super precise with this look. And that's another thing why I love it, because I can do it pretty quickly getting ready in the morning. Okay, so I'm going to stop my shadow a little bit there. I'm just going to blend this a little bit more. Now I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just going to kind of set my face, brush off the powder under my eyes. I'm going in with the Kat Von D Lock-It Finishing Powder in light medium. You can tell that this is very loved by me. It pulls a little yellow on camera, which is super weird, It's not that yellow in person. So I set the whole face, but I really concentrate the powder on my T-zone and on my, like where I break out. So like on my chin, I've been breaking out a little bit down my neck, so there as well. And now I'm going to go in and bronze a little bit. I will finish my eyes here in a second. We are not done with that. I'm going to go in with the NARS Laguna bronzer. Once again, this is another loved one by me. And I'm going to go in with this Luxie 504 large angled brush. I use this to kind of place the bronzer where I want it. And then I will go in with another brush and really blend it out. And I use the back of my hand to push my hair back so that way the oils on the tips of my fingers aren't getting in my hair and making it any oilier or greasier than it needs to be. But it's just this short little brush, and this is what I'm going to use to really blend everything in. I don't like to use this brush to place my bronzer just because I do think it's a little bit too big. But I like to use it to blend everything out. Okay, now let's go ahead and do some blush. I'm going to go in once again with this IT Cosmetics brush. It is Love Beautifully. It is the number 227 Flawless Blush brush. Tongue twister. And oh no. And I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio. And I'm going to go in with the shade mostly Rose with a little bit of sugar. So this one's Rose, this one's Sugar. I like this one a little bit closer into the fall. This is kind of my summer color, and this is I transition both with this. So just a little bit into both. And I like to concentrate a lot of my blush up here. I just saw a video that said that that helps lift the face, but then I also like the look of blush like on the nose, so I kind of do it all over. But I like blush. I don't think you really can go wrong with blush, so I do a lot of it. Yeah, I like it. Okay, and I know that this is an all matte look, but I do have to go in with just a little bit of highlighter. So I'm going to go in with the Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. I dropped this and broke some of it, and I'm so sad about it. But then I'm going to go in with this Moda Pro brush BMX 265 Glow. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm as well. And I'm just going to do a little bit just at the tips of my cheekbones, just the little top. Tips of my nose. Cupid's bow. And I like to go back and forth because I feel like it helps blend a little bit better. And I really only went into that palette or the highlighter like once or twice. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish the eye look. So I'm going to take that third brush I use, the Sigma one that kind of goes to a point, and I'm going to just dip once into that crease color right here from the Natasha Denona, and I'm going to really focus that mainly on the outer part. One more dip, mainly on the outer lower lash line, and then I will blend in just a little. And just for good measure, a little bit more in that outer crease. Okay, I like it. So that is it for the actual eye look. This one hair. So now let's finish up the look. So I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes a little bit because I do want to use this lash primer that I've really been liking. So I'm just going to curl my lashes really quick. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I did also get this in a BoxyCharm. I get a lot of my stuff in BoxyCharms. This is the Luna Magic Vava Pink Lash Primer Base. I love this. It is pink, so it's pretty cool. And I like a lighter coat rather than a thicker coat. It's harder to cover when it gets a little thicker. But I mean, it goes on pretty thick. But I just do it like that. Okay. Now I have pink lashes. I wish this was in style. It's kind of cool. Now I'm going to go in and do my brows. So I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Medium Brown. And I'm first going to brush up my eyebrows. Okay, and I like to do bottom of the brows, top of the brows, and then kind of fill in the front and then the rest on both. I'll try to stay in frame, but I might end up being a little bit out on that. BRB. Okay, so they look a little bit crazy right now. That's okay. So I'm going to go in and I filled them in. And now I'm going to go in with the brush again. And I'm going to brush up and kind of blend out the color that I just put down. And then I'm going to go in with this Billion Dollar Brows Clear Brow Gel and go ahead and set those eyebrows. I don't like a lot of this in there. I just don't like the feeling of them. Like, it feels like there's like hairspray or hair gel in them if you do too much. And I don't like that. And then I'm going to brush through that again. And I don't like the look of eyebrows that are brushed completely up. It doesn't look good on me. So I brush up and out to kind of give them in shape, but where they're not like all the way up. Okay, and there's one weird little, there we go. Okay, and that's it for the brows. So now let's go ahead and go in and finish with mascara. So I like to use 3 mascaras at a time. I'm a little bit crazy when it comes to that. So first I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara in the shade Blackest Black. And I'm going to go in and go up on my lashes on the front, but then I'm going to like back comb on the back side as well. I find that that makes them very thick and I really like the look of that. And I only do that with this mascara, the Telescopic. And also make sure you cover all of that pink as well. Okay. I love the way the L'Oreal Telescopic makes lashes look. It's just so pretty. Okay. Next, I'm going to go in with the MAC Magic Extension Mascara in Extensive Black. I did a comparison video on this mascara. I will link that up in the cards. Make sure you give that a watch. And I like to just go up my lashes with this mascara. Once again, I do not back comb anymore. And last but not least, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara in Blackest Black. And I'm going to do one final coat on my top lashes, but then I also really like this to do my lower lash line as well. All right, and once again with the lashes for the lower lash line, I really just focus it on the outer parts of my lashes. I don't coat them a ton. I don't personally like that look for me, so I just focus on the outside a little bit. And it also helps kind of bring the eyes up, in my opinion. I don't think I got any mascara on my lids, which honestly is shocking. But if I would have, I'll still show you what I would have done to get rid of that. So I really like to use this Morphe brush. It doesn't have a number on it at all, but it's just this really thin, really firm brush. So I just take the tip of it and I just fluff off the mascara, and it comes off perfectly. Love that brush for that. All right, and finally lips. I'm just gonna kind of rub off the rest of my chapstick. And my absolute favorite lip liner right now, I'm looking in front of me to try to see where it went. Oh, right here. Is this NYX lip liner in the shade Mauve. My Ulta has been sold out of this for the longest time, and I went in over the weekend and it had like so many different mauve ones, so I bought 3. I love this one. And I'm just going to line my lips and then fill it in a little bit. All right, and I do like to fill in my lips just because I feel like it helps the lipstick kind of like fade a little nicer throughout the day while eating and drinking and just doing things. So I'm going to go ahead and keep with the matte look for the lips today. So I'm going to give you 2 options, and also then I'll show you some of my favorite lip glosses in case you do want to add that shine. So the first one is the Kat Von D Studded Kiss lipstick in the shade Lolita. I love this for the fall. And also the lip liner that I have on, the Mauve by NYX, goes with a lot of different types of lipstick and lip colors. Like obviously not a bright red, but I love it for a ton of different ones. Like even this is Charlotte Tilbury in Super Cindy. This is really good, and I would absolutely pair that with this lip liner as well. So just to show you the difference, this is much darker. This is more of like a pinky nude as well. And then I really have been loving this YSL lip stain in the shade number 5, but this kind of gives a little bit of a glossier look. It's very similar to Lolita. It's probably just a little bit lighter. And my favorite lip gloss at the moment is the Fenty Beauty in the shade Fussy. This is really good. But I'm going to go in with the Kat Von. Okay, I'm just going to hold my phone and do this really quickly because it keeps stopping me from recording and I do not know why. So this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what looks you'd like to see next. Or if you have any products you'd like for me to review, leave that down below as well. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. And make sure you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, all the fun things. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.